Hi, everyone. And last week I talked about Uni and how she played a huge role in one of the biggest stories, the biggest reveals in the cartoon. Um, in the one episode, I believe it's the Dragon's Graveyard. Venger hits her with those magical blasts, or it's deflected into her, I forget how it works. But she's badly injured. She's not going to survive. Um, and the kid, they take up her, they seek out the healer, but it also builds to, you know, future conflicts. Because again, she's adorable. You know, she gets injured, almost killed. You know, but they do manage to heal her, but that adds to their frustration. And what's that frustration? Glad you asked. This is the source of their frustration. Good old Venger. I mean, look at him. He's just awesome. You know, he's voiced by Peter Cullen. You know, who knows, it's Optimus Prime. Um, he is their main antagonist. You know, so he's always looking to, get their weapons, so he has their magical power of his own, so he can defeat Tiamat and rule the realm. Problem is the kids keep thwarting him, and he injures Uni. I don't think it was the Dragon's Graveyard she's injured. I have to double check that, but it does lead to the Dragon's Graveyard, where he thwarts her chance to get home again, and because of that, the kids give Dungeon Master an ultimate. Tell us how to defeat Venger. They're tired of dealing with him. They're tired of always, screwing up their plans to get home, and they want to take him out. They're tired of it. It's a very dark episode. It's a very deep episode. It delves into so many things. And the Dungeon Master, obviously, nice little unassuming gentleman here. He just appears out of nowhere. Always gives them, little tips and hints and everything like that. Speaks in riddles, drives them insane. He breaks down. He tells them about the Dragon's Graveyard, and that's where their weapons came from. It's the source of all magic for the realm. So they go there, and while they're there, they find their weapons are extremely powerful, and so they set a trap to lure Avenger there. When they get him there, they overpower him. They, lock him down, and it comes down. Everyone does their part. Everyone. It's a flawless victory. Avenger has no chance, and he's helpless. He's pinned against a cliff, and it comes down to Hank, doing the killing shot. And now that Avenger's helpless, everyone's kind of like, well, it's up to you now, Hank. Actually, that's Eric's line. Like, it's up to you, Hank. They're all kind of like, wow, do we want to do this at this point? They have the battle won, and Hank's, looks like he's ready to go through with it. And, he, at the last second, this is where it gets really dark, because they're approaching death. They're going to kill a main character. They're going to kill their main nemesis. But at the last second, Hank decides not to. They're better than that. So he, blows up the bombs holding, which was actually from his own bow. No, sorry, they were pressed as magic bombs. He hits them with his arrow, with his arrows instead. They're better than that. They can find a way to fight Venger. Now they've beaten Venger. He knows this. But again, Venger's beaten. He drops to his knees. It's like he's been bested. And if I remember right, again, I have to watch it to make sure again, but that's when Dungeon Master appears. And we find out then that there's a very interesting dynamic. And it's that Venger is actually Dungeon Master's son. Again, I might be in the episodes mixed up on that one. So bear with me, but Venger's his son. How he got it wrong, there's plenty of lore out there on it. There's plenty of mostly fan theories. But the Dungeon Master takes him, and they, we don't really see Venger as that. It kind of takes him away from, to, I guess, help him, heal him, whatnot. But it's a cool dynamic thing about the greatest evil in the realm came from what is arguably the greatest good, the one that's controlled the realm, almost like it's like that Dungeon almost being like the godlike figure. And if you want to get biblical, you got God, then you got his fallen angel, you got Lucifer, Satan, whatever you want to call him. And so it's a kind of a cool dynamic. I mean, you can really delve into this so deep in so many ways. Like I said, Dungeon Master takes him away at the end. What happens off screen? We are not privy to that. I don't think they ever really answered that in the show. There's plenty of fan speculation, but it's an awesome dynamic in the show. Another thing that the '80s cartoons did so well in diving into these types of situations. Okay. Oh, let me know what you think in the comments below. And thank you for joining me. Have a great one, guys.